Welcome to Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia, hi Felicia.
Dun 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 loathing. Dun 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 rolling. Got wicked in my head. Wicked in my head.
What have been the reviews so far?
Ah, epic, amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
I know.
We're seeing Wicked this weekend, but damn, I wish I'm seeing it right now. I'm very, very excited.
Are we on?
We are on.
We are.
We are.
Nobody put I need
You need like a
light.
slate.
No, a light
She
or
needs
a slate.
Episode 45, Fel.
46.
Shit. Really? Casey, chime.
Episode 46.
Thank you. Mom, I got to start this off with. We sometimes get comments on the podcasts on
Right.
Spotify or Apple, and I appreciate that to all of the listeners. One person wrote, I don't know who it is, what is Plainview? It sounds like an assisted living community, but I know Felicia doesn't need assistance. And I thought, I love this. Thank you, Mrs. Liger, 88. I love this comment. And I'm sorry that we never explained what Plainview is. Why don't you tell everybody what
first of all,
Plainview is?
Plainview is the name of a town.
People
first of all,
that don't live in New York may not
I don't know
this.
that. Right. It's, it could be Queens, it could be Huntington, it could be Great Neck. It's Plainview.
Right.
Town on Long Island. I would call it the middle of the island. I mean, it's considered North Shore, which I never quite. Anyway, it's a very big gated community with over 700 doors because they don't know how many people.
Are you talking about the community you live in Plainview?
The
so
community
Plainview is the town she lives in.
And the community's name is Country Point of Plainview. And
Her address is...
Right. And it consists of villas and townhouses, and I live in an apartment, what they call them suites, they're apartments. And no, it is not assisted living.
Do they have that option if you need it eventually?
No, you'd have to get your own aid, and that's that. There's nothing to do with health at all.
But I appreciate that this listener asked.
Oh, yeah.
And apologies.
I get that.
For those that didn't realize, Plainview is the town she lives in.
Right.
And and you moved there how many years ago?
What is it, 3 years?
Has it been 3 years already?
All I know is that when I walk into my apartment, I'm so happy, as I always tell you, and I don't even remember the house that we lived in for 45 years.
Okay, that makes me sad.
I know.
Come on, Mom.
I'm sorry, and Karen feels the same way.
I mean, last night I took Lennon to see Grease, our local high school's theater show, and the flashbacks just fucking flooded for me. Just being in all the shows, doing all the plays, all of it. So for you to say that really offends me.
What kind of offends you?
Yeah, because I was
you.
part of that 40-something years.
Oh, yeah.
My life was at that house.
And your life was at the house. Apparently, I couldn't wait to get out of the house.
Yeah, but you have good memories there. Come
good
on,
memories,
Mom.
But I had better. I'm glad I was able to move on.
Is it your second chapter or like fifth chapter?
Oh God!
What chapter of life
is
this?
Third or fourth? I don't even know. I hate to think about it.
I feel like you were so busy this week. Am I upset that you watched nothing?
I did watch something.
Okay, I can't wait to hear. Don't do it, Ma. Don't tell me again. You made me so happy.
Save it for the pod.
Wait, Fel, so what went down this week in Plainview?
I
feel like you had cocktail.
We had cocktail parties.
You had birthdays
dinners,
and eating.
Birthdays. Well,
you had a lot.
Not me, but
there was a lot.
There was a lot. And
what did you do last night?
Last night I went to a UJA, which is United Jewish Appeal. And
Appeal, not association?
UJA.
Isn't United Jewish, isn't appeal like appealing something?
Well, because they're collecting money. They're always, it's run by, it's a tremendous, UJA is like all over I know the country.
It is appeal.
Okay. All right. Anyhow.
You went to an event for
I went
the
to an
UJA.
Event that 3 or 4 couples were honored, meaning they donate a lot. They donate a lot of their time. They're bigwigs.
And good Jews.
One of those couples was Emily and Alan.
Judy's
daughter. And Emily, during cocktail hours, says to me, she listens to the podcast.
Thank God. Thank God. Because Emily, you get a lot of nods on this.
Wait. And I told Emily I would give her a shout out. Okay. Hey, Em. Thank you for last night. And it was great.
How was it?
It was really very nice, very interesting. Like there must have been over 400 people there. It was
what did you wear?
Because I was not invited till Wednesday night. I threw together an outfit, and I walked into Judy because we obviously went together, and she went, for somebody who said they had nothing to wear for a cocktail party.
Can I guess? You put on like a romper, like a one piece.
No,
what did you put on?
Because that's uncomfortable. I had black, really.
It's hard to go to the bathroom.
That too. And I had a silk top, which I had from James's bar mitzvah, but I had a second one that I never wore, and had the tags on.
And is that what you wore? The one with the tags?
Yes.
Because it was like for more evening attire, not like a daytime?
And then I had this great long sweater which had grommets on it, black sweater, you've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
And
where'd you get that sweater from?
I had it, I don't even remember.
Did that have tags?
No, that did not have tags. But
what did you eat? Was the food good?
It was basically...
Was it like a sit down?
It was cocktail hour,
okay.
Basically cocktail, and drinks. Obviously, I had 2 drinks.
It was black tie?
No, cocktail.
Oh, cocktail,
no.
Sorry.
And they had little, seats where you can sit to eat that type of food. And then you went into another room where we had seating, because we did. And that's where they gave out. And those were all desserts. But I couldn't eat that.
Does this make you want to be a better Jew?
No, but I said to Judy, God, we are slugs compared to what we are freaking.
What do you mean slugs? Like poor or like?
No, we're like, we do nothing.
Right, we do nothing.
We do nothing.
Yeah,
we do nothing. We donate nothing. We just do nothing. We think a lot about it, but we do nothing. And it's
does it make you want to donate more and do more and maybe volunteer your free time because you have so much free time now?
I like my free time for myself. Thank you very much. And I don't have a burning
to watch
desire.
content that you won't even do my homework.
I won't do your. Let me first go back and tell you one more thing about Emily. Emily said she, of course, because of my comments, she loves the Diplomat, which is very funny. And then I looked at her and I went, yeah, but you also love that shitty Doctor Odyssey.
Oh, I want to talk about this week's. Wait, we're really jumping ahead.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, I love it. I love your enthusiasm.
I forget.
I love your enthusiasm. Did you watch the John Stamos episode?
Absolutely. I was disappointed.
Pause. We're gonna hold on that.
Okay.
So I feel like you also did. You have any other cocktail parties this week? Do you feel like I
have one Saturday night, but I can't go to it.
Why? Because you're babysitting,
right?
And not for us,
right?
Wait. So, do you think you need to go shopping now for cocktail attire?
No. When at the community, when there's a cocktail party, it's just
you're not wearing like LBDs, little black dresses.
No. I'm a jeans girl, and
you're not wearing jeans to a cocktail attire event. Black pants.
Well, no. To last night's event,
you were in jeans.
No, I happened to. I thank God found like
you need like a nice pair of pants.
I pulled it out of the closet.
I'm sure you have it,
and I don't even remember when I bought it. Luckily, I had it shortened.
Okay,
otherwise it would have been dragging. Anyway,
what did we do this week? I don't know. What
Doesn't
did we
matter.
do? I'm trying to really I don't know. I'm really enjoying staying home. Something has changed. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to contain my going outs to maybe once a week. So tomorrow night, Dave Matthews. Very excited. But sometimes a lot of times I'm really enjoying my time home.
I love my time home.
I know you do. I'm really enjoying my time home. And I never in my life that I'd say that. So let's get to the news of the week. I just want to say this. There's this Lisa Frank documentary coming out December 5th, and I posted about it, and so many people messaged me back because we were like...
Oh, you were hardcore.
I was hardcore.
At that age. I don't know if you were 5, 6,
elementary
7?
school.
Yeah, definitely elementary school.
I remember we'd go to a store in the city and I'd be buying things.
What was that store by?
It was that store in the Upper East Side. Do you remember?
Way before we ever thought you'd be living there.
Yeah, I was so young.
Right.
What was it called?
I don't remember. But I don't know if it was a stationery store or...
It was all the things for girls.
Yeah.
And I might be still around. So I'm very excited about this Lisa Frank doc. Casting news. Apparently some people are upset, but everyone's upset about everything. Anne Hathaway is going to be casted in the next Colleen Hoover movie.
In the next what?
Okay. Colleen Hoover is the author that did It Ends With Us.
Oh.
The movie with Blake Lively that we saw.
Okay.
The next book that's sitting on my nightstand that I haven't read yet, Verity, is now going to be starring Anne Hathaway. I'm not upset about this. I don't know. Thoughts? Any? No thoughts.
Me, I have no thoughts.
She has no thoughts. Because why would you? Okay, so Jesse Eisenberg, you know who that is?
Yes.
He's in this movie now with Kieran Culkin called It's a Real Pain.
Which looks very cute. No?
Great, yes.
Oh.
Actually, Casey, one of our LA peeps is the producer of it. Casey.
Kind of know what it's about.
Yeah.
So I know what it's
he
about.
directed it. His next film that he's about to embark on after this movie is an untitled musical comedy with Julianne Moore and Paul Giamatti. Great. Love it. Sign me up. I'm in. I'm waiting for It's a Real Pain to drop on the Screener app because I know that's going to come.
It's a real pain?
The movie that he's doing with Kieran Culkin.
Oh.
That's going to come. I'm going to get a screener, I'm sure.
Right.
I would love to go to the movies for that.
I didn't know the name, but I know what it's about. I know it's two cousins who have nothing in common and
they're Jews.
They're Jews and they're looking, or they just looking.
Something about their family history.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that. There's going to come a time now in the next few weeks, Casey, where I'm honkering down on watching movie screeners. I'm
Honkering?
Hunking? What's the correct?
Hunkering? Bunkering?
Hunkering.
Hunkering.
Wrong vowel.
Okay. I just want you to know, Casey, I will be holed up during this holiday season. And am I going to be waiting for you for all these movies? Maybe not.
No, but there's going to be several that I'm going to want to see. So I would appreciate it if you could,
Like what? Besides It's a Real Pain.
Just let me know.
So there's this movie called Sing Sing. Have you heard about this? With Coleman Domingo. My Emily saw it. They said it was fantastic. Sing Sing is a real prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
No kidding. You don't remember. Do you remember? Where is Sing Sing? Casey?
I think it's in.
That's a good question.
Wait.
Oh, God.
Casey,
Here we
where
go.
is Sing Sing.
He doesn't know. He's looking it up. You know where
Which
it
is
is.
the one in San Francisco?
No, that's Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
Mom, this one is in New York, I believe.
Okay.
So
none of our family were there that I know of.
That was only Rikers Island.
Right.
It's a prison in Ossing, New York.
It's in New York.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's about how the prisoners perform like a show.
By the
in
way,
the prison.
it's got terrible Yelp reviews.
The prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not the movie. I
That was
really
a
wanna
joke
see it.
about the Yelp reviews.
Okay, I got
Clearly, a prison is not going to have great Yelp reviews.
Mm.
Although the food looks pretty good.
Did you ever do Cape Fear?
Oh, with Robert De Niro a gazillion years ago.
De Niro was in Cape Fear? Because there's a new Cape Fear.
There is a new
10-episode thriller produced
it's
by
coming out again now?
Scorsese and Spielberg
That's a third remake
with Javier.
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, Bardem.
Bardem.
Wait, so there were two versions of Cape Fear? Casey?
Can somebody pull up Cape Fear?
Yes,
the original.
1991
And I'm pretty sure
psychological
it was Robert De Niro
thriller.
playing the bad guy.
Martin Scorsese.
He did it in
He
91?
directed the film. He's also he's doing a miniseries.
Yeah.
See,
10
let me if I could chime.
Yes, let him.
You've been chiming this
No,
whole
let
time.
him. Shush. Go.
Excuse me. I've been saying for a very long time that I would like to see Martin Scorsese do more episodic stuff because
I didn't know that.
yes, because
when
he
have you
does
been
things that
saying
are
that?
so ridiculously long that I have no interest in watching them.
Right.
I have no interest
Killers
in
of the
watching
Flower Moon.
3-hour, 4-hour
I
movies.
agree.
I love that.
8
And-
episodes.
Did you say that to yourself? in
I've
the
said
middle
it
of
to
the night?
several clients
Never to me.
when we've discussed. No.
I am client
'Cause I
number
don't-
goddamn 1. Say it to me.
Okay. Well, I like this a lot because
Okay,
I
I
think
love
that
that.
I think he's got a lot to say, and I'm kind of bored when he says it in too long of a chunk. So
Okay.
I agree. Wait.
Okay.
So, Casey, that original Cape Fear, does it say who was in it? And I'm pretty sure it was. Actually,
I don't remember Robert De Niro being in Cape Fear.
I don't know if
the film stars Robert De Niro,
So it
Nick
was a
Nolte,
film.
Jessica Lange,
Okay.
Joe Don Baker,
there was a
and
show
Juliette
also?
Lewis.
Juliette Lewis.
Robert Mitchum has a small role in the film, as
Right.
well as Gregory Peck.
The movie. So there was never a show.
I didn't say, I meant a movie. God, you take me so literal.
Well,
when I say
that's
show,
what-
I meant movie.
Oh,
Okay, it was a movie.
it was a movie.
And yes, I saw that.
was never a
obviously.
show.
Not a Broadway show. Is that
No,
what you mean? What do you mean show? When I
TV show.
No, it wasn't a TV show.
When you say show,
Okay, you
I
mean a
think
TV show. Okay.
show.
That's not what. All right,
It was a movie.
And when I say show, I mean Broadway show.
Interesting. All right, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Wow. So
Everybody good?
Yeah. Okay. You know how they're doing Suits again?
Yes,
So by the way, I believe I got to season 4 and I hit pause.
because you.
I was
said
just like-
enough. I'm getting bored.
Same fucking thing over and
Over
over and
and
over and
over
over
again.
It was like a Felicia.
There you go.
Wait, can we get
Done.
a new sound effect for enough?
Enough.
Enough. Enough.
Boring.
But the guy that played Harvey,
yes.
Gabriel Macht, he's going to reprise that role in the
Really?
new one. But I did read it's going to only be for 3 episodes.
I wonder
So-
what else he's done. I haven't seen him in
I
anything
know.
else. He's
Me
very
neither.
good looking.
He's good looking.
Yeah.
I've got some update for you, Mom. It's about your favorite app. What's your favorite app? What's your favorite app?
I don't know because I
Yes,
really hate them all.
No.
What's my favorite app?
What's your favorite app for viewing shows?
Well, my Vicky app. Which
Okay,
I
that's
know
it.
I know they're going to have a whole showing on
Oh, God
November.
damn it. She knows it.
November 29th?
Yes!
So excited.
do you know?
Oh, Marni.
Vicky will hold its annual International K-Drama Day on next week.
Yes, I cannot wait.
Wait a minute. Does this mean you are unavailable to record at 6 p.m. with Dan Brown? What time is this K-Drama going down?
No, I'm assuming it'll be all day.
Wow, Mom.
And I'll have to come over somehow.
They're going to be streaming for a limited time. K-Drama Love Your Enemy will make its debut on the 23rd. Oh, that's tomorrow. There's a new K-Drama dropping.
They drop, Vicky, that is, usually put on 2 or 3
like Apple TV, they drop 2 and then they go weekly.
Thinking the Asian market is constantly Japan has
international is everywhere right now.
Did you see how many you probably didn't even notice on Netflix how many new Japanese shows there are?
That's your algorithm, Mom. My algorithm ain't showing me that.
Really? So it's just mine?
Yeah.
Because I just put it up when it says what's new this week.
I don't have that. It's your algorithm. Yeah.
Oh, but I'm really not watching Japanese shows.
Well,
I just kind of stick with Korean.
But it knows that you like international. So what we're going to do after this is we're going to pull up my Netflix just so you could see.
Okay. Because you might not realize
my algorithm right now is probably some rom-coms, documentaries.
Yeah, but if it's new for the week on Netflix, doesn't it show you all the new?
We'll check if it's on. But I do believe if you're honing in on international content that it knows you like and you don't judge Korean, Japanese.
Right, whatever.
It's going to show them all to you. So I thought I was breaking that news to you, and I'm happy you knew about it.
Yes, I did.
So maybe we'll celebrate next week the K-Drama Day.
Yes.
A K-Day.
K-Day. Yes, which I love.
Well, funny, this show that we watched that we think you would hate, it's Florida Man on Max.
Okay.
That has like white trash, tells stories.
Right. I already hated it.
It got renewed. It's doing very well.
With all the Florida trash. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, but it got renewed. Okay. So, all right. This is a great segue to uncircumcised gems. So, I do want to say, last week I did say that Doctor Odyssey, we're going to talk about Doctor Odyssey, had risen in ratings. I did further research and it did not. The ratings have been dropping, but it's still holding up. Okay. So I, myself, and Mom, Felicia, said we're going to give it the John Stamos week.
Yes.
John Stamos, and his boyfriend was played by, do you know who? Cheyenne Jackson. That's who that was.
Oh,
John Stamos.
He looks very different. He looks like he had a lot of work done.
Maybe he did.
Oh,
yeah.
and that's why he did. Oh,
so you know who Cheyenne Jackson is? I forget what he was in.
It doesn't matter. He's disappointed. I was like,
Stamos. I like that Stamos played Don Johnson's gay brother,
right,
for on the gay cruise episode. I thought, what a cute storyline.
And I kept thinking, I would kill to go on a gay cruise. I would love it. That's about the only cruise I would ever consider.
Really?
Oh, that looks like so much fun.
Wow, Mom. We could go to any gay affair. I got you covered. Let's do it.
Okay. Anyway.
All right. To my gays, when are we going on a gay cruise? Somebody invite my mother.
And I don't like cruising anymore, but I probably would, I could do that.
Well, it's funny because there was one straight couple on the cruise.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what I thought was going to be a storyline? That he ended up like fucking a guy.
Me too.
I was waiting on that. I was waiting
on it
because he was pretty gay.
But that would have been very disappointing.
So I thought the episode was fine.
It was okay. I was looking for.
He played an alcoholic, Casey, who was sober like 15 years, and he appeared very drunk. He appeared drunk.
Yes, he did.
And I will say, I remember this from acting school. They always said, acting drunk is very hard. How do you act drunk? You basically have to act sober. That's how you act drunk. And Casey, apparently. Are you listening, Casey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you singling me out with the drunk stuff?
I thought you'd find this interesting. He's like, I haven't had a drink. So they do all his blood work.
Because they don't believe him.
Well, of course they don't believe him. So
this is Stamos?
Yes.
Stamos.
Isn't he in recovery?
In real life?
In real life.
I don't know. Is he?
I think so. He had some incident and
he did, I think, have an incident. I wouldn't be shocked. But it turns out one of the pills he was taking for what?
Oh, I don't remember.
Made him his alcohol level
high. Right.
So did you guys? This is about Stamos. Did you see the heat he was catching on social media?
Yes.
Because apparently Dave Coulier
has cancer. Okay.
Oh, they wore the ball caps,
and he wore a ball cap and posted a picture, and people went nuts. Like, why wouldn't you just shave your head? You wanted just this for likes. And I got to give it up for Dave because Dave came back and was like, dudes, we have fun together. He walked to my house. It was a joke. He came with the bald cap. It made me laugh.
Right.
This is our relationship. And
was Dave really bald? That was him.
Dave shaved his head.
Okay,
yes.
Because I knew they both look like bald caps.
No, Stamos has looked like a bald cap. I'm not upset that he did that. Come on, the guy can't shave his head. He's a fucking actor.
Dave Coulier stood up for him. I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
He said, people, cut it out.
Well, they're very good friends. No, they're very good friends.
I know.
So he would.
They were all friends. I love it.
Yeah.
The Olsen twins are the only one that fucked that family dynamic up. But yeah, Dave stuck up for him and was like, "We're friends. We make each other laugh. Give us a break."
People love to take.
Yeah.
They like to take people that are like that society perceives as better than them and bring them down a notch. Right? It makes people feel good to like say shitty things about celebrities because it makes them feel better than the celebrities.
I don't get it. And why must you comment?
I like John Stamos.
I like John Stamos also.
I was very pleased. So this episode, back to the Doctor Odyssey of it all. Casey, thanks for popping in some pop culture goss. I do appreciate it. I wasn't like, I'm going to watch Doctor Odyssey now.
No, my thing was, let me see John Stamos.
Right. So, but did you catch that there's now that throuple going on with Joshua Jackson, Felicia Sue?
What do you think? No, it went right over my head.
That episode was very racy. The three of them getting in bed together. Would I rewind and go back and watch that episode? I love you, Felicia.
Wait, what episode did they show that on?
Well, that was like 2 ago. It must have been.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hate going back to watching Doctor. It really is a shitty show. But
so now bring it back to Emily now. So she's still watching it.
Yes, she loves it.
She loves it.
Absolutely loves it. And I went, Emily.
She's not the only one.
No, obviously not.
Okay, so I did try. This is not for you. I don't know why I thought it would be really good. And maybe this is where I get maybe I'm just too old. Cruel Intentions.
Interesting.
On Prime. I started watching it and I was like, so I think the difference is the movie took place, I want to say, in high school. This was a college campus and it opened up with sorority life and pledging and hazing and all those things. A guy getting hurt during a hazing thing in a basement. And I was just like, all young actors, very attractive. Apparently one of these female actresses is going to be on the new White Lotus.
Yes, I saw that interview.
What do you mean you saw that interview?
She was interviewed on the morning show on NBC yesterday or the day
the Today
before.
Show?
Yeah.
So she was promoting Cruel Intentions?
Yeah. And then she's,
yes. I don't know. Please.
And she couldn't talk a lot about
White Lotus. Yeah. Hit me up if you're watching Cruel Intentions. I can't help but think I don't know. I feel like if I put on Gossip Girl right now, I think I would enjoy it, maybe because of being nostalgic. But I really struggled with this and I was like, fuck this. I'd rather watch, and I put on one of my other shows. I rather watch, and I'm watching this new show called Say Nothing on Hulu. Have you heard? I told you about this. You said you saw this come up on your Hulu.
I probably did.
It's about the Irish Republican Army in the 70s.
Yeah. I didn't watch it because the topic.
It's a true story.
Right.
And it was a book. And the reviews, the Rotten Tomato, people
they're loving it.
Loving.
Oh, all right.
Loving. I got one of my neighbors to watch it because he's Irish. I was like, you're going to love this show. It is a piece of history. I like watching those shows.
I know. No,
I like historical shows.
I know a new show starting, I think, today on Apple called Blitz. BLITZ.
I want to say, Mom, it's a movie, I believe.
I hope it is a movie.
I think it's a movie, and I'll tell you why.
I hope it's a movie.
It's out, and I'll tell you why I believe that's a movie.
It started today.
Because I believe that was one of the screeners.
Oh, really?
This is...
That makes me even happier that it's a movie.
It's a 2-hour film.
Okay, good.
World War II, London.
Well, I knew that. That's what the Blitz happened in London.
The London, a bunch of bombings.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought maybe you would like Say Nothing.
All right, I'll have to give that a shot.
It's 10 episodes. Do you know the story? Did you understand in the 70s when Ireland was kind of being taken by the British? By the way, the Prime Minister in The Diplomat is in this show as the British counterterrorism dude.
Oh, okay.
So he's the only recognizable face. There's another recognizable guy, an Irish guy, very handsome, who was in Masters of Air. Only recognizable face. Only people I know.
All right, I'll have to watch
it. But one of the storylines is these two sisters who are part of the
Irish resistance.
Yeah, and they're just shooting people up.
Yeah.
and
where'd they get all their guns and where were they all smuggled in from? That become a whole thing.
And a lot of this they show, and anybody that's a rat or a traitor gets killed. And the story is kind of told from this one of the sisters'
perspective.
Yeah, and like with flashbacks. And they also cut in real footage, black and white real footage.
Right.
So it's done well. I recommend this show. I'm about halfway through, and I know next week we're going to talk about it more at length because Dan Brown read the book. And he told me to watch the show. So, what did you watch this week, Mom?
Well, I just, because I watched nothing Marni told me to.
Besides, should we give you a K minute?
No.
She's so against the K minutes. Okay.
I put on this morning before I got here.
Let me guess. Landman.
No.
Oh, Landman with Jon Hamm?
Wait, we're going to talk about Landman.
No, we're not, because I'm without even seeing it, because you're killing me with it, I'm not going to watch it.
Well, guess what? Before we talk about what you watched, guess who watched 2 episodes of Landman?
And did he like it?
Casey and I.
And did you like
Let's
it?
get into it.
Let me tell you what.
I'm going to be honest with you, Felicia.
Wait. What is she going to guess? Wait, what is she going to say?
What I watched.
No, wait. Let's talk about Landman.
All right, tell me.
I'm going to be honest with you.
He fucking hated it.
Not a fan of Landman with Jon Hamm.
No, seriously?
He hated it.
Oh, if you hated it, I'm going to hate it.
But wait.
I'm a big fan
We took notes.
I didn't take any notes. Was I supposed to?
I took the notes for us. Let me just say this. The drama got 5.2 million views, okay? And it ranked like the highest show on Paramount since 1923, 2 years ago, okay?
Wait.
Not
since 1923?
The show 1923.
The show.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that what it was called?
Which was like a prequel to Yellowstone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so side note. This show really is the vehicle for Billy Bob Thornton, not Jon Hamm.
There you go.
Billy Bob is the star.
Okay.
But
Third of all.
But Landman with Billy Bob Thornton does not have the same ring to it.
Right.
We're not going to call it that.
The whole time Casey's like, "Where's Jon Hamm? Where's Jon Hamm?"
I'm so going to hate it.
Mom,
I'm not a fan of Billy Bob Thornton.
You're not going to like this show.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing with this
God
show.
I didn't waste my time.
There were so many unnecessary moments. There's a scene where Jon Hamm gets a phone call and he walks out of his dinner affair, whatever. His wife is played by Demi Moore. Who's seen 3 times.
She must
barely
look beautiful.
talks.
Oh, okay.
Barely talks. He gets up.
It's so good. He goes, hold on, I gotta go someplace quiet. And the camera follows him as he stands up, straightens his shirt, slowly walks to the back of the room, walks through the hallway as he's nodding at people he clearly knows, walks down a very long flight of stairs.
Past a railing. Still hasn't said hello.
Keeps walking, finally stops and goes, hello?
Casey goes, this is not okay.
That was so weird.
Why couldn't they just cut to him saying, so we rewound and we timed it. I gotta
go someplace quiet.
We timed it.
And it was 5 minutes of him?
No,
38 minutes.
No, it was 50 seconds of wasted fucking time.
I wonder what the
50 seconds.
What the director was thinking.
What was Taylor Sheridan thinking? I don't know. By the way, Taylor Sheridan, I Googled, he's attractive and he was an actor first on Sons of Anarchy. And then he now is killing it.
Okay.
My other note for Landman.
With Jon Hamm.
Not really with Jon Hamm. Maybe Jon Hamm will be more into it.
Jon Hamm, of course, plays the money guy.
I am a big fan of the Hamm Man.
Okay, right. So the women in this show, I think we're at a time in 2024 where you can't be showing women who are dumb as fuck and have no drive, who aren't badass women. Like Yellowstone, Beth was awesome. A boss,
right?
A queen. Allie Larder plays Billy Bob Thornton's ex-wife, okay? And every time we see her, it's over a FaceTime call with him. And every time we see her boobs are falling out and she's like, you still want to have sex with me? Ha, ha, ha. Then we meet their daughter, who is so hot and so attractive, I am distracted. She might be 19. She's gorgeous. And all of the scenes with her, who is going to see their father and wear underwear? I'm sorry. Put on fucking pants, girl. It was so ridiculous. Like a t-shirt with like underwear and then like Billy Bob Thornton's in a house and has roommates who like are engineers and like work on the oil rigs and stuff. And all these men are like, oh, that's your daughter? Oh my God. Like it was so overly sexualized.
But I also felt like they took that, what should have been a one-off joke, and they just dragged it throughout 2 episodes.
What,
right?
the women or?
Like the fact that the daughter's
the
daughter's hot
so hot.
and living in the house and like the distracting part of it. It just was like this ongoing. And don't get me wrong, I love to beat a joke into the ground, but clearly with the name
I was like,
Landman Jon Hamm. but like I just felt like Jesus Christ, and like over the FaceTime with the wife.
It was so ridiculous.
Like
Ali Larder was
the
in.
innuendo jokes were just like, oh, you guys are still doing this. Okay, like it's just
Ali Larder, I
so
believe, was
dumb.
in Varsity Blues. She hasn't been in anything in a while.
that we know of.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ali Larder, I believe, was in the scene where she comes out and has like the whipped cream bikini in Varsity Blues. That was like the very, very famous scene. Yeah. I'm just really
shows.
disappointed
Okay.
in the show. Now, am I going to watch it again? Maybe. If you're watching Landman and you think I should give this show
Or
another
if you're
shot,
watching Hamland with John Mann.
let me know, because this show, I think nowadays it's very hard to have a show without a woman that, like, I want to say role model. You don't have to give me a role model, but like, I find it hard to believe that all women in Texas are gorgeous and only oozing
of course
sex.
not. Right.
Beth is a great example from Yellowstone. And I didn't even watch a full season of Yellowstone, and I got it right away
Right.
that she was a badass.
Right.
And she oozed sex. When we were watching it once, remember what I said to you, Casey?
You said Beth oozes sex. Yeah, no, I remember.
I was like, I love her. So, Mom, no, you don't have to watch Landman. Now,
Thank God.
can I guess what you watched?
You stressed me all goddamn week for that
Because
show. Yeah, but I cannot watch what you tell me to watch.
I know, but
you're
for
not the
our-
boss of me.
I know, but for
I know
our-
you think you are the boss of me.
Well, I'm the producer of you.
And
And for the listeners, I think it's more fun if we watch the same
it
thing.
is, but
If you don't want to watch it, fine. But will you watch the Lisa Frank documentary?
as long as that
It's
I
like
would watch
3 or 4 parts.
Right, that I would watch.
Okay. So what? I'm going to give you your moment to shine.
It's not even.
Is it a rom-com? Is it a holiday movie?
No,
Was
it
it with
is not.
Chad Michael Murray?
No to all of that, and I cannot again.
Oh, did you watch Interior Chinatown?
No, I never had a chance to. I haven't been.
By the way,
around.
I know
Just
you
have
haven't been around. You've just been going to cocktail parties.
Right.
I'm curious if anyone's seen that show. It's rating very well on Hulu.
Okay. What? Look, can I get in what I watched
Sure.
early? Like I started at 8:30.
She's like looking at her phone like she can't see. It's so funny.
Man on the Inside.
Oh, with Ted Danson.
Yes. Now, wait a minute. There was really he was been plugging the show all week.
I didn't.
And
I
I know-
thought it
I knew-
premiered this coming week.
No, it came out like the other. Yeah, I think it came out Wednesday.
I thought it started
on
today. Okay,
Netflix.
tell me.
So I kept thinking in my mind when I knew what it was about, and kept saying, I can't.
Remind
can't.
us what it's about.
Okay. Ted Danson, who is, I think, 76 in real life, like 76 or 75, which obviously is very close to my age. And he goes into a nursing assisted living because he's hired by a detective there's some stuff being stolen. And out of all the old men or old people she interviewed, he was the only one that had half a brain.
But he already lives in an assisted living?
He had his own house. He has a daughter. So it's half-hour episodes. I think there are only 8.
Did you finish it?
No, I only watched 3 because I had to come here.
Was the assisted living facility called Plainview?
No, but it was Sunrise or something. It was in San Francisco. I think it took place in San Francisco,
Okay.
or certainly California. It was kind of funny.
Oh.
It was kind of funny. And when they showed the characters, I kept thinking,
Oh, all the Altacakas.
oh, that is so familiar to me.
Oh, so this is a
Because
good show for your
It was
age.
very cute. Yeah, and I truly can. I mean, I don't know if somebody your age would enjoy it as much as I do. And I would say to all the listeners, who I'm sure are young, if you have parents or whatever, and you want to recommend a show to your mother, father, I think they might enjoy it.
I like this.
It's funny. It's light.
and it's short.
It's a half hour. It's only 8 episodes.
Who else? Is he widowed in this?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Because I remember seeing something with him and Kristen Bell. Now, is anybody else in it? No, Kristen Bell's not.
Right.
In it, but they're friends.
They were in the good place together.
Yes.
I did recognize some older actors' faces. I can't give you a name because I haven't seen the credits on the show, and I do look for that.
Yeah. But you recognize
I
faces.
recognize some faces, yes. And it was.
Does he have a love
cute.
interest yet?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I think the only other woman I recognized was Sally Struthers, and
Oh.
she was in All in the Family back in the
Wow.
70s.
She used to do those infomercials where she'd cry.
What?
Yeah, but I think it was her. I think it was her because again, I haven't seen the
What's it called? Inside? No, Man on the Inside.
right Netflix.
Sally Struthers. It is her.
Ding 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 ding.
Wow. Look at you. I'm really proud of you for watching a show
At
that
eighth-
I didn't know it was out yet.
Right, and I said I
Wow.
have to give her. In my mind, I kept thinking.
You have to give me something.
I have to give Marni something to talk about. And trust me, she calls me every day. Did
At
you
least
watch
I
it?
call
Did you
you.
watch? I know. Did you watch? Did you put it? And I go,
I just thought it'd be funny because I want to tell you the truth. I was curious if you were going to enjoy Landman. I wanted to hear your reaction
Well,
because you like Yellowstone.
you will be at my apartment Sunday morning.
Oh, yes.
And you could,
well, I got to hook you up
right.
for Paramount. I got to hook you up for
for
Max.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
you have
it.
Peacock. You have Apple.
Yes.
You have Netflix. You have Hulu. You
Yes.
have Vicky.
Yes. Yes.
Prime.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes
Okay.
to all of that.
So, but like, would you try it? I'm curious. Like, am I
Would I try Landman?
with Jon Hamm?
I cannot tell you how much I dislike Billy Bob.
Oh yeah,
Thornton.
you're gonna hate it. I
So
forgot.
I know
Billy
I'm gonna
Bob
hate
is
it,
like
but
the lead.
All
right.
I'll say.
I
you
will
know.
say I read a New York Times logline about an article, an interview they did with him, and he's like been out of Hollywood.
For a long
You
time.
said that the other day, but he was in a show very recently.
The last thing he did, I read, was Bad Santa
no.
movie a very long time ago, and he was very picky. And
Was
He
in
must have gotten a
show-
nice
Hold
deal.
on, I tried to drop that little tidbit to my client. It was called Goliath,
Oh,
and that wasn't that long ago.
No, you're right. It wasn't that long.
I was
ago.
immediately corrected. Marni said, "Oh, Billy Bob Thornton hasn't
And I
been in
think that
anything
was
for
a
a while,"
Netflix-
and I
was that a
said
Netflix-
that very matter of fact to a client who immediately rebuked
was it Josh
me.
Horowitz?
No,
Okay.
Was it Netflix?
Thank
that he
God.
was on?
Humiliated.
No, it must have been on Apple or Hulu. Goliath.
All
It
right.
does ring a bell.
All
or
right. So
Prime.
anyway, but he hasn't been in a ton of stuff like Jon Hamm, who's everywhere
the
right now.
Landman.
So all right. So good to know.
Side note: I know we don't like to get political here, but did you hear about the most recent cabinet appointment?
Like in the past 10 minutes.
Yes,
Why did he?
What?
new
did he
new
nominate
director of
both?
Hamland Security, Johnny Land.
Such a liar.
I thought they would have
Such a-
nominated. I
he's
thought they would have
just-
gotten.
he's just that bad joke.
I thought they
Edit
would
it
have
out.
gotten Bozo in there.
Edit it out. I'm just glad you
Director of Hamland Security. That's hilarious.
Edit it
I'm
out.
keeping it. God damn
And
it.
by the way, I just want to say I'm glad you're not just like scrolling for memes and you're actually listening today.
Yeah, Well, you guys are a little more engaging this week.
I don't know why I'm not as
Sorry,
tired.
I was bored to
You're
shit
not as
last week.
tired.
Yes, I don't know why I was
And
tired.
you partied last
I
night.
did.
Did you have any cocktails?
Yes.
How many?
2. I had to drive home in
2?
that horrific pouring rain.
I'm impressed, Mom, that you're like not
And
tired.
Judy was nervous for me for driving home. She kept saying, maybe you should go on this and then. She's only 3 or 4 exits away.
We were driving home 5 minutes away from the high school. We were nervous.
I was. My night
That makes
driving
me-
in that weather was not. I was not a happy camper.
At that age, this makes me very nervous.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? You take an Uber and maybe the next day, like, get a ride there to pick up your car?
I didn't. I mean, obviously, I would never do that.
I know, but
I
it's
could not.
dangerous.
I know. I would probably have slept
Felicia
over.
needs her own personal driver.
I would have slept over Judy. If I was that nervous, I probably would have slept at Judy's house.
Smart. And then she would drive you to pick up your car. Okay.
No, my car was at Judy's house. My
So
car-
she drove you to her house and you had to drive home from her house.
Right, but it's
You
all
should have
within.
slept there.
It's all like.
I know, you should have slept
it's
there.
all-
Judy, next time let Felicia sleep there. I can't have you driving to the
But
hospital
Judy
by
did-
yourself
but
with a
Judy
heart
did say-
attack.
but Judy did say, "Call me when you get home."
Yeah.
She was nervous for me.
Okay, I watched another show. I binged season 1 and season 2 just dropped. Now the episodes are weekly. I watched all of Silo on Apple TV.
Okay,
I
you think I'll like it?
there's something special about a binge. Like now the episodes are once a week,
Right.
but I just enjoyed the binge of it all. Now the lead is Rebecca Ferguson, who is a blonde and a fucking bad ass. Like this is the chick you want to be on an island with. I got like Kate from Lost vibes from her. Let me tell you what Rebecca Ferguson has been in. I was like, she looks familiar. She is like the love interest at the end of The Greatest Showman. She's the woman that like sings in like the opera show. Felicia's face is like, what?
What are you talking about?
In The Greatest Showman with
Yes, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Do you
Yeah.
remember towards the end, like he has like
the opera singer? No,
he has like an emotional affair. Michelle Williams is his wife, but now he's producing a show on a stage and
with the singer.
the singer.
Oh, I said with this. So it was the one who was the singer.
The singer is Rebecca Ferguson.
Okay.
I was like, I can't believe this woman has such an amazing voice.
Oh, that was her real.
I must have been her real voice. They're all really singing. Come on, Zac Efron, Zendaya. They're all really singing. They're all really singing. My only note about this show is her American accent. I'm hearing twinges of where she's from. That's my only note. But this show takes place like 140 years in the future. Post-apocalyptic Civil War. Common has a very big role. Very big role.
I like Common.
And Susan Sarandon's husband, I said this last time, Tim Robbins.
Are they still married? He's old. He's been in a few things, actually.
I'm into this show, and now I'm going to watch the next episode.
So you saw the first season?
I saw all of season 1.
And was she in the first season also?
Who?
Rebecca
Ferguson is the lead, yeah.
Okay, so she was in...
Rashida Jones is in an episode.
Oh.
It's good, and it's now number 1 on Apple TV.
Okay.
It's very good. So season 2 started last week. It's 1 episode a week now. But I really liked the binge. And it's 10 episodes, and maybe you would enjoy it, Mom.
Right, because I like that stuff.
Yeah, if you
I like.
If you like that stuff, and you watch this stuff and you think like, God, I don't know if I'd want to live in this kind of world.
Oh, I know.
Like they have this.
I'm having a hard time with this kind of world.
They have this thing called relics.
Am I a relic?
If a relic is found, something from
200 years ago, whatever.
Like they found a Pez dispenser. And they're like, what is this?
Ooh.
And there's a database of relics. And if you have a relic and you don't report it, you're going to like get in trouble. Like, obviously there needs to be some sense of order when you're living in a silo with 10,000 people. Like Common is up there. Like he's in there's something called the judicial and there's a mayor. Like there needs to be order. I like this show. I'm just going to say that. Did you see all the internet chiming in about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
I've seen some of it.
Casey, I don't want to do a Bravo minute. I just want to give time to talk about Dorit.
She looked great.
Well, homegirl's smoking ciggies now.
Yeah, well.
I don't think now. She's probably always smoked them, but she
never showed it.
She looks real skinny. Like, I think...
Well, she's always looked skinny.
She has always looked skinny, but the episode opened with the notion of the fact that her and PK are getting separated.
Right.
And all she kept saying to everybody who would listen was, he's an alcoholic. He's an alcoholic. And I was like, don't blame it on his alcoholism because now he's sober. I did appreciate the scene. There was a scene with him and Mauricio.
Right.
Like throwing out, like, what's it like to be separated now? And oh my God, and all this stuff. So
how's Mauricio look?
Still looks good. He's fine, man. He moved out. He officially moved out.
Why shouldn't he? He still has a lot of money. He can move out to anything. Why he was staying there, I don't know.
Maybe he was being hopeful. Mom, I got to tell you something. We, next month, are going to be guests on Ryan Bailey's podcast.
Right.
Who is a very big, he's on Jeff Lewis. He's a big deal. And you might have to watch an episode of Beverly Hills. You're going to have to watch something because we're going to be guests on this show. Okay?
Wah, wah, wah.
Come on. I don't want you to be on the podcast and not talk. Because the podcast ours is called Hi Felicia.
Right.
And if you're sitting on the Zoom and you're not saying anything, it's not fun.
Pressure.
So I'm going to give you a few weeks to watch a little Bravo. And maybe we could talk about the Lisa Frank doc.
Okay.
So
and when is that starting?
That's on December 5th.
And
I'll remind you.
Is that Netflix?
No.
Hulu?
It's not Netflix. It's Prime. Prime. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's time for Bye Felicia.
Bye Felicia.
Big week ahead for our family. Where we invited you to see Wicked with us on Sunday.
The movie.
Yes. We're seeing the Broadway show again in the Christmas because Lennon's obsessed with Defying Gravity.
And Mary hasn't seen it.
Right. That's Casey's mom.
Right.
But guess what? We didn't invite you to because I knew you'd be busy. Guess what we're doing Thursday morning of Thanksgiving? Me, Casey, and Lennon.
You're going into the city and seeing the parade.
I would not. You couldn't pay me money.
I'd rather have a root canal.
I would not do that. Casey would. Casey would jump. I don't even think Lennon would want it.
In a heartbeat.
It's funny. Our neighbors were going to do it, and they had to reschedule because of her family. But
how do you reschedule Thanksgiving Day parades?
You don't reschedule Thanksgiving Day parades. You just say, I'm not doing it. There's nothing worse to me than going to the city for a parade. No,
absolutely.
Guess what we're doing?
What?
I would jump on it. No, I know you guys think I'm the ultimate tourist, but I think I've gotten to a point with my New Yorkness where like I would participate in something like that, but it would have to be under the right circumstances.
Thank God.
It would need to be from somebody's apartment where we can look down on it.
Right.
I thought you'd want to go in.
No, I don't have that in me. I'm not wearing any adult diapers, so I can piss myself. Like that's what people do for these things.
I know.
They
The
camp
only
out for
time
hours.
I did New Year's Eve in Times Square was when I worked it.
Right.
Okay.
So-
We are seeing Moana 2.
Oh, Moana 2.
So excited.
I am weirdly excited
10
about this.
a.m.
Wow.
So, side note, I bought tickets first for me and Lennon on like another day. Not thinking Casey would give a shit about
Right.
Moana 2. Casey texts me and he goes, "You don't even know me."
I have such fond memories of Moana, Coco.
Do you remember you and I would talk about Moana?
We loved it.
Because wait, when Lennon first started watching it, when he was 2, 3, he would never let me watch the whole movie. He would watch all right,
favorite
I'm
parts.
done.
Yeah.
And I said to Casey, he's not letting me watch the whole, and I was so upset because it looks so good. I finally got to see the whole thing.
We have a week of movies and I'm so excited. Actually, The Rock is filming right now the live action version of Moana.
There's going to be a
Yes.
live action.
Remember when they did the real Little Mermaid and Will Smith was fucking the genie?
Right.
Remember that? So there's
Kind of.
live
Fucking
action.
a genie?
Oh, no.
You're,
Anyway.
Enough with the jokes today. So I got to give it to The Rock for being this is my role. No one's playing it.
And he's
And-
right.
yeah,
'Cause
I
loved
respect
him.
that.
I absolutely loved him.
I
in it.
respect
I hope the
it.
music will be as
well,
good.
if Lin Manuel's part of it, the music's going to be great.
But it should
Are you
be.
upset that we didn't invite you
No,
to the
there's
10
not a
a.m.?
chance in hell that I could have. I would
Felicia's
have.
hosting Thanksgiving.
Right.
On the 25th, there's a movie coming out with Jack Black called Dear Santa, which looks very funny. It's about a kid who misspelled, wrote a letter to Santa,
Right.
misspells Santa, and it comes out Satan. So Jack Black plays Satan.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
That's
we
actually
saw
funny.
Red One last weekend, me and Lennon
Yes, you
and
did.
his friend. And it was great movie for kids, not kids below the age of 7. This movie's great. Lennon fucking loved it. And if you have any questions if Santa is real or not, this movie will firm your belief that Santa is real. I now believe.
You're a believer.
I'm a believer. J.K. Simmons plays Santa, and one of the funniest things that I loved was they show him working out, constantly working out. He's they always made it seem like Santa was fat.
and
How
fat.
could Santa be fat? He's got to A, get down those fucking chimneys, and B, see all the houses in the world in 24 hours, all across all these time zones. I appreciated their version of Santa, and Chris Rock played his security guard.
Oh, that must have
And
been
not
really
Chris
cute.
Rock. Fuck The Rock.
What?
The Rock.
Oh,
The Rock.
That must have been really cute.
It was really cute.
Okay.
Did I close my eyes a little because I
Oh.
was so tired from the bat mitzvah the night before? Maybe. But the only thing I missed was there was a lot of fighting scenes. It was I highly recommend it if you have a child to see it in the theaters. But between Wicked and Moana, box office is back, baby.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm thrilled. And what are we going to see Christmas Day? I'm thinking Mufasa. And you're obviously a part of our Christmas plans,
Right.
Felicia.
I can't wait until Casey's mom, Mary. Mary, can't wait to see you.
I don't know if she listens to the pod,
Oh.
but Mo, we love you. Thanks, Felicia, and share, love, everybody. Follow me at Marni Jagger, and you'll hear us next week. Thank you.
My Felicia, bye, Felicia.